Hello and welcome to Sports Buzz with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from the country and the world from the world of sports, especially. Let's quickly begin with top headlines of the hour. Liverpool maintains its second spot position after defeating Arsenal. However, the Gunners gain lead, moving up to third, leaving Chelsea and Villa behind in English Premier League. Vinicius Jr leads the quest to win Ballon d'Or tonight. The prestigious ceremony to take place on Monday evening at the Châtelet Theatre in Paris. In a first since 1990 for Ferrari, F1 driver Carlos Sainz lifts Mexico Grand Prix title in a race filled with drama and thrill. And India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi says Spain's football is very much liked in India, adds Barcelona's spectacular victory has been the talk of the town. To begin with English Premier League first, Arsenal drew 2-2 with Liverpool at the Emirates on Sunday night in a tense clash. Arsenal led twice but were undermined by injuries to key defenders Gabriel and Jurrien Timber in the second half. The setbacks allowed Liverpool to apply pressure and take a point, leaving Manchester City at the top of the points table, with Arsenal now 5 points adrift of the relentless reigning champions. Meanwhile, Liverpool are a point behind Manchester City in the second place. Now, the Spanish government, La Liga, as well as Real Madrid reacted strongly on Sunday following reports of racist insults directed at Barcelona players during Saturday's match at the Santiago Bernabeu. Spanish media indicated that 17-year-old Barcelona forward Lamine Yamal was targeted with xenophobic and racist abuse. Yamal is of Equatorial Guinean and Moroccan heritage. Barcelona triumphed over arch-rivals Real Madrid with a score of 4-0 on Saturday, and Yamal was among the scorers. The Spanish Supreme Sports Council issued a statement criticizing the racist incidents during El Clasico and is set to convene on Monday to discuss the matter. Staying on soccer, West Ham United edged past Manchester City by 2-1 on Sunday, handing them their fourth loss in 9 Premier League encounters. Manchester United centre-back Lisandro Martinez was left disappointed with his team's loss at West Ham. He expressed his frustration, stating that he regrets all the missed scoring opportunities, especially in the first half. Now, this leaves United with only 3 victories in the league, placing them 14th in the table with 11 points in hand. United will now host Chelsea in their next league game on the 3rd of November after Wednesday's League Cup clash with Leicester City. Paris Saint-Germain Football Club has decided to appeal in its dispute with Kylian Mbappe to the court after the French Football League's governing body ruled in favour of the France skipper and ordered League One champions to pay him $60 million. Our next report tells you all the details.
Kylian Mbappe's departure from PSG earlier this year was one of the biggest moves in football history as he left the French side for his dream for playing for Spanish club Real Madrid. The deal became controversial as the World Cup winner departed the club on a free transfer, receiving nothing in exchange. In recent months, both parties have regularly met at various judicial levels over a reported settlement that's still pending. Let's understand the cause of the dispute between Mbappe and PSG. In June 2024, Mbappe joined Real Madrid on a free transfer, ending a year-long wait. Mbappe was with PSG for more than 7 years, scoring 256 goals for the club. During his transfer, PSG argued that the 25-year-old had agreed to waive the sum in August 2023. However, Mbappe's camp asserts that no formal agreement was ever reached and the owed amount remains outstanding. Now, Mbappe believes that PSG still owes him approximately $60 million. On October 15, the National Joint Appeals Commission heard both parties and delivered its verdict. The commission ruled in favor of Mbappe and ordered the French champions to pay him $60 million. PSG said it would be forced to bring the case before the competent courts while still trying to find an amicable solution with Mbappe. A PSG spokesperson said the club hopes these basic commitments will simply be respected, knowing that it will be forced to have the player's bad faith judged by the competent court if he regrettably seeks to pursue this incomprehensibly damaging dispute for himself and for French football further. Legal experts suggest that without concrete evidence on PSG's part to support their claim of a waiver, the case is likely to continue leaning in Mbappe's favor. However, the process may extend further if PSG chooses to pursue all appeals. With agency inputs, Faiz Khan's report for TV India.
Now, the much-awaited Ballon d'Or awards are all set to be conferred today in Paris. And as we get closer towards the award ceremony, Vinicius Jr emerges as the favourite to win the coveted title in men's category. Here's more.
One of the most prestigious awards in soccer, the Ballon d'Or, is presented annually to the best male and female players in the world. This year's ceremony will take place on Monday evening at the Châtelet Theatre in Paris. This is the first time since 2003 that neither Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo made the final 30-man list of nominees, having won the prize 13 times between them. Vinicius Jr has a strong chance of taking home the Ballon d'Or title, having had a standout season with Real Madrid and helping the club secure both the La Liga title and their 15th Champions League crown. Additionally, Vinicius has become a symbol in the fight against racism after facing multiple incidents of abuse in Spain. Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti expressed his confidence that Vinicius Jr will win the Ballon d'Or.
He's a kid who remains very humble, who has been able to progress a lot as a professional, as a footballer, becoming one of the best in the world. I think no one doubts he will be the future Ballon d'Or winner, while maintaining the same humility and seriousness he had when I first met him.
Real fans are optimistic that the Brazilian forward would make them proud and be presented with the prestigious award.
Vinicius has done a nice performance previous year. He is the reason that we got actually the Champions League, and there is no doubt by 28th of this month he's gonna get his first Ballon d'Or, La Châtelet, France. I'm quite sure that he's gonna win it because he deserves it.
In the women's category, Barcelona's Aitana Bonmati is expected to win her second consecutive Ballon d'Or. The 26-year-old playmaker was instrumental in leading Barcelona to a historic quadruple last season. In addition to the Ballon d'Or, the Copa Trophy will be awarded to the best men's under-21 player, the Yashin Trophy for the best goalkeeper, and the men's and women's Coach of the Year trophies will also be presented. Whoever wins this year's award, we can be sure that we will have a new champion among us. Sports Desk, DD India.
India bowed out of the South Asian Football Federation Women's Championship tournament after losing to Nepal in penalty shootout at the semi-finals held in Kathmandu. Sangeeta Basfore scored the opening goal of the match to put the Indian women's football team ahead, but Sabitra Bhandari equalized to ensure the match was tied at 1-1 during full time. Nepal won the penalty shootout by 4-2 to set up a final clash against Bangladesh, who beat Bhutan by 7-1 in another semi-final. The finals will be played on 30th of October. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday highlighted India's passion for football, mentioning Saturday's El Clasico clash between traditional rivals Barcelona and Real Madrid in the ongoing season of Spanish La Liga. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that the match and Spanish football in general attracts a lot of discussion among Indian football fans, and the fervour of the fans of both the clubs was same in India as it is in Spain.
स्पेन के फुटबॉल को भी भारत में बहुत पसंद किया जाता है। अभी कल जो रियल मैड्रिड और बार्सिलोना के बीच मैच हुआ, उसकी चर्चा भारत में भी हुई। बार्सिलोना की शानदार जीत यहां भी डिस्कशन का विषय रही, और मैं आपको गारंटी के साथ कह सकता हूं कि दोनों क्लब्स के फैंस में भारत में उतनी ही नोकझोंक भी हुई जितनी स्पेन में होती है।
Earlier, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi also congratulated Arjuna Regaisi for surpassing the coveted 2800 rating mark. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on social media platforms said, and I quote him, "Congratulations to Arjuna Regaisi for crossing the 2800 mark in live chess ratings. This is a phenomenal feat. His exceptional talent and perseverance make our entire nation proud. In addition to being a great personal milestone, it will also inspire many more youngsters to play chess and shine on the global stage. Wishing him the very best for his future endeavours," unquote. Talking about Arjun's achievement, Indian Grandmaster Arjuna Regaisi made history by becoming the youngest Indian to surpass the coveted 2800 rating mark recently in chess. Regaisi is also one of the second from the country after Vishwanathan Anand to surpass the mark. Regaisi became the 16th player to cross the 2800 rating mark. The 21 years old also showed a strong performance in the French Team Chess Championship that propelled him into the top 5 of FIDE standings, making him the highest ranked Indian chess player. On to hockey now. Hockey India has announced an 18-member squad for upcoming Women's Asian Champions Trophy. The tournament will be held from the 11th till the 20th of November at Rajgir town in eastern India. The team will be captained by Salima Tete, while Navneet Kaur will serve as a deputy. India entered the competition with high expectations, having clinched the title at last year's edition. India will open its campaign against Malaysia on the 11th of November. On to F1 now. In an interesting end to the F1 Mexico City Grand Prix, Carlos Sainz lifted the winning title, leaving behind Norris and Leclerc as Verstappen hit 2 penalties in a race that was filled with drama and last-minute thrillers. Our next report tells you more. Take a look. F1 driver Carlos Sainz cruised to an emotional victory for Ferrari ahead of McLaren's Lando Norris in Sunday's incident-filled Mexico City Grand Prix as Red Bull Series leader Max Verstappen was handed 2 10-second penalties on his way to 6th. Sainz, who will move from Ferrari to Williams next year, won the Grand Prix by 4.705 seconds over title contender Lando Norris of Great Britain. Charles Leclerc of Monaco finished a distant third. After the victory, Sainz expressed his happiness and said, "It's incredible to see this crowd. I've been feeling their support all week. I feel like I have a lot of fan base here in Mexico and they gave me a lot of strength to do the weekend that I have done. Honestly, I really wanted this one. I really needed it also for myself. I wanted to get it done. I've been saying for a while I wanted one more win before leaving Ferrari, and to do it here in front of this mega crowd is incredible. Now 4 races left. I want to enjoy as much as possible, and if another one comes, I will go for it." It was Ferrari's first victory in Mexico since Alain Prost triumphed in 1990, enabling them to move ahead of Red Bull in the Constructors' Championship, and Sainz's second victory of the season and 4th of his career. The third and final stop in this triple-header sequence will be the Sao Paulo Grand Prix, with the paddock travelling straight to the Autodromo Jose Carlos Space for the event scheduled to take place from the 1st till the 3rd of November. Sports Desk, DD India. From F1 tracks, now let's move on to cricket pitches. Gary Kirsten has resigned as the head coach of Pakistan's ODI and T20I sides. Kirsten was appointed by the Pakistan Cricket Board on a 2-year contract in April 2024. However, he has stepped down within 6 months due to differences of opinions between him and the board. Kirsten's move comes a week before the start of Pakistan's ODI series against Australia. The Pakistan Cricket Board announced that Test coach Jason will fill Kirsten's shoes on the tour of Australia for the 6 white ball matches. Barbar Azam's resignation and selection committee changes are some of the highlights of his 5-month tenure. And talking about it, Australia will have a new captain for the upcoming T20I series against Pakistan, with its Test star set to miss the series that ends in the same week of the Border Gavaskar Trophy campaign when it begins. Now, none of the Test incumbents have been picked in the 13-man squad for the games in Brisbane, Sydney and Hobart. Josh Inglis, Adam Zampa and Matt Short are in the mix to fill in for Mitch Marsh. Cricket Australia, however, said some players selected could join the Test squad for the series opener against India in Perth after the final T20 at Ballon on November the 18th. Only Josh Inglis from the T20 squad is considered as an outside possibility of being named to fill the vacant opening batter slot for the first test, with Nathan McSweeney and teenager Sam Constance seemingly higher in the selection pecking order. In women's cricket, New Zealand women crushed India in the second ODI by 79 runs in Ahmedabad to level the series by 1-1. The White Ferns played brilliant cricket by scoring 259 after being elected to bat first. Captain Sophie Devine played brilliantly to score 79 and took 3 wickets. Chasing a target of 260, Indian women were spot of bother with both the openers back in the pavilion inside 4 overs and never recovered. Captain Harmanpreet Kaur, who's returning after an injury, scored 24, but it was Radha Yadav who kept India in the chase with 48 runs, but with no support from any other batter. India were all bundled out for 183 runs. On the other hand, New Zealand, who were on a maiden T20 World Cup high, faced a crushing defeat in the first ODI match against a charged-up Indian side. The third and final ODI will take place on the 29th of October. Staying on cricket, former Indian cricketer VBS Laxman will step in as the head coach of the Indian team during their white ball tour of South Africa next month. He will step in as the incumbent national coach. Gautam Gambhir will be Australia bound for the Border Gavaskar Trophy that starts from the 22nd of November. India will play 4 T20 internationals during the series, which begins on the 8th of November, with Surya Kumar Yadav leading the side. And Afghanistan A were crowned as the men's T20 emerging teams Asia Cup 2024 champions after beating Sri Lanka A by 7 wickets in the finals that took place on Sunday. Sri Lanka skipper Nuwanidu Fernando won the toss and opted to bat. Afghanistan, however, dominated the game from the very first as they were successful in restricting Sri Lanka at 133 for a loss of 7 wickets. Bilal Sami led the Afghan bowling attack as he picked up 3 wickets from his 4-over spell and gifted just 22 runs. Ala Ghazanfar also picked up 2 wickets in the first inning. With the bat, Kareem Jannat and Mohammad Ishaq displayed stupendous performance and helped Afghanistan to win the finals. Time to take a short break, but still to come on Sports Bus. Ethiopia's Yomif Kijilcha broke the men's half marathon world record, finishing in just 57 minutes and 30 seconds. India secures 9 medals at Under-23 World Wrestling Championships.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome back after that short break. You're watching Sports Bus with me, Deepika. And now let's talk about athletics. Ethiopia's Yomif Kijilcha broke the men's half marathon world record, finishing in just 57 minutes and 30 seconds at the Marathon de Valencia in Spain. Kijilcha shaved 1 second off the previous mark that was set by Kenya's Jacob Kiplimo in Lisbon back in the year 2021. The 27-year-old Kijilcha, running only his 6th half marathon, settled in behind the pacemakers from the start before making his move around the 3 kilometers mark. Kijilcha, who holds the world indoor mile record, broke away from Kenyans Daniel Metiko and Isaiah Kiptoich to win the race in record time. On to combat sport. In Under-23 Wrestling Championship, Chirag Chikara became the third Indian men to be crowned Under-23 World Champion as India capped a rich haul of 9 medals at the age group tournament. Chikara, competing in the men's freestyle 57 kg weight category, eked out a narrow 4-3 in the closing seconds of the final to beat Abdi Malik Karachov of Kyrgyzstan. He is the second Indian men after Paris Olympic bronze medalist Aman Sehrawat to win gold at the Under-23 World Wrestling Championship. Sehrawat had achieved the feat in the same category back in the year 2022 at the meet, while Ritika Hota had become the first Indian woman to bag a gold at the tournament when she won in the 76 kg weight category last year. Tokyo silver medalist Ravi Kumar Daya had also won a silver in Under-23 World Wrestling Championship back in the year 2018. India's medal haul includes 1 gold, 1 silver and 7 bronze medals, placing the nation fourth in the team standings with 82 points, trailing Iran and Japan along with Azerbaijan in the standings. On to table tennis now. The Indian duo of Kritvika Roy and Yashaswini Ghorpade secured women's doubles title at the World Table Tennis Cagliari tournament in Italy. Kritvika and Yashaswini secured victory over South Korea's Yoo Si-woo and Kim Kyon to clinch the title. The Indian pair beat their opponents by 3-1 in a highly competitive game. Kritvika and Yashaswini had an impressive run leading up to the final clash as they toppled the Japanese team of Sachi Aoki and Sakura Yokoi in the quarter-final round and fourth-seeded German duo of Sophia Klee and Franziska Schreiner in the semi-finals. The Indian duo of Arman Bhatia and Harsh Mehta defeated Roman Esria and Mitchell Hargreaves to clinch maiden men's doubles title at the Indian Masters in New Delhi. Now, this was Arman's third title as he won the men's singles and mixed doubles title earlier in the day. The Indian pair breezed past their opponents, bagging the first game 11-3 in no time. Similarly, in the second game, the Indian duo thumped the Australian pair by 11-2 to clinch the doubles titles in tennis. Although the margin of defeat was big, Roman and Mitchell ensured that they were toe-to-toe with the Indian pair in terms of their performances at the tournament. On to golf now. England's Liz Young won Women's Indian Open by 1 shot to claim her second Ladies European Tour title. The 42-year-old trailed compatriot Alice Hewson and Belgium's Manon de Voy at the Golf and Country Club in Haryana before carding a final round 72 to finish 2 under par overall on Sunday. For India, the standout performance came via the talented amateur Mannat Brar, who closed the week with her best round of the week at 2 under 70 despite an early double bogey. On to Kabaddi. The Tamil Thalaivas pulled off a fantastic haste on Sunday to clinch the tie in the dying seconds of the match against the Jaipur Pink Panthers. The two sides ended the game locked on 30-30 with Sachin top scoring for Tamil Thalaivas with 11 points to his name. For the Jaipur Pink Panthers, Arjun Deshwal scored 7 points and Vikash Kandola added 6 more to the cause. The result is also the second time a game has ended in a tie in the season of the Kabaddi League. Well, the Delhi Kabaddi League has officially unveiled its logo and trophy at a grand ceremony which was held in New Delhi. The event was attended by the president of Delhi State Kabaddi Association, Ramesh Biduri. Well, former Indian Kabaddi player Manjeet Chiller, who serves as the league's brand ambassador, was also present on the occasion, inspiring the players and the fans with his passion for the sport. This unveiling marks an exciting milestone as DKL prepares to bring Kabaddi to the forefront in the national capital, with the league scheduled to kick off in the month of March next year. On to para sports now. India's premier para badminton athlete Sukant Kammal won gold and silver medal at the Japan Para Badminton International Tournament. Sukant won gold medal in men's singles SL4, defeating fellow Indian shuttler Tarun by 21-12, 21-10. Later, along with his partner Dinesh Rajaya, Sukant clinched silver medal in men's doubles against compatriot Umesh Vikram Kumar and Suryakant Yadav. Overall, Indian para team finished their campaign with a total of 24 medals with 6 gold, 9 silver and 9 bronze medals in its kitty. That's all for this edition of DD India Sports Buzz, but do let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. Scan the QR code on the screen to download it right now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I am Deepika, and from all of us here in New Delhi, thank you so much for watching DD India Sports Buzz. Namaskar.